Hi, welcome to A Foreigner in the Philippines. Well, 3 in 1, if that's got you curious. We have 3 visitors at the same time. We've got Pikiko, that's our friend Kevin. He's become friends, but he's actually been visiting, and he's going to be back here at the end of next month. That's the end of June. He's going to be back here for a few days where he's going to actually stay with us at the guest house, and then we're going to be taking him back to, we're going to be taking him to his aircraft, his plane, where he's going to go home back to New Zealand. And we're very grateful because he's been so supportive of us in the past, and of course he and his company were the ones that donated the cement mixer. So, which by the way, we will be getting back up at the house very soon, now that the road is done. Well, I say the road is done, but it's not completely done. It has to have the base surface put on it. But the main topic is the visitors. Now we have, strangely enough, coming from Cebu. We have Dennis, who's coming from Cebu. Dennis got in touch with us, and he said that he would like to come and visit and experience what we do. He is actually renting a nice apartment in Cebu, as I said, and he's going to come and he's going to stay at the Wayside Inn, because he's another one of these guys who needs his air conditioning, okay, which we don't have. Well, that leaves Enoch, and Enoch is coming at the request of his dad, who thinks that he would benefit from the real experience of a simple life in the Philippines. Plus, his dad wants him to work with him on volunteer charity work, which is really what we do, and he certainly will get to experience some meaningful things in life while he's here, because we have stuff happening which is harrowing and heartbreaking at the same time, and with our friend Dennis, and with the little girl, the 3-month-old Faith. So our visitors will be coming. They're here. They're all here at the same time, but of course they won't all be experiencing things at the same time. But Enoch and Dennis certainly will, and we are hoping to be able to get over to see Sarah, the little blind girl, who is going to have, I think, her first day at school on Monday.
On Monday.
Now, we've got to go to Tagbilaran anyway, and Sarah's place is on the way. Now, we don't have a lot of time to spare, but if we leave very early, we could drop off the materials which we have bought for the electrics, the power connection which is going in at Sarah's house. So we're thinking that we'll do that, get up very early, another one of those, get up very early, leave here probably by 5:30 or 6, get over to Sarah's place, which is on the way in Abanga, and help her get ready to go to school. Now, we did have a request from her mom for some stuff that she needs, but I'll put this out to you anyway, because in the past we've had some toys which have been particularly good for a deaf child.
Yeah.
Nowadays they make, can you wait until I finish, honey?
Okay.
Nowadays they make brilliant toys which are push button and which do all kinds of stuff which are educational for kids who may not be able to read, but they can start listening. And these little toys usually are push toys, and they've got lots of buttons on them, play lots of little tunes, telling them how to read, telling them all the makeup of grammar and so on. And so if anybody has any of those and they're thinking of coming and they've been asking us what they can do for us, then that would certainly be something that you could do. So anybody who's packing a box now, and we've had 2 or 3 people who have been in touch with us and said, if we decide to pack a box for you, where would we send it? Well, we've given the address, but while you've got the address and you haven't really started choosing and packing stuff, these toys that I'm talking about would be fine. You would find those as giveaways at yard sales, but they would be so appreciated by this little black blind girl. So think about that. Now, my dear.
Yeah, and just a special mention, because to Sir Yogi Bear, Sir Yogi Bear sent gifts. First is to Angie, for the girl in the cyst, and it just happened that it's
the girl with the cyst on the head.
Yeah, which is already operated. We didn't get that gift, sir, because it's this the name you use is Flannery, which is for Terence use in professional name, So I messaged you and said that can you send it? Can you change the sender to Martin, right? Terence Martin. But it seems you didn't get the message because you sent another sent another gifts for Sarah's education supplies, which still we didn't get it because we are black in Western Union. So I messaged you again, but seems you didn't read the message. So if you watch this video, please resend, change the recipient.
Read your messages.
Yeah, please. Please change the recipient to it's in the email. I email you, so
and if you look in your emails, you will find out. Maybe you're like me and you've got 17,000 plus emails in your box.
Yeah, so as it says, I message you. So yeah. And then I'm gonna do a countdown. I'm gonna do the financial updates of Angie's so amount that we received for the gaps, and I cannot include you because I didn't get the gift yet. So as I said, you can continue sending it and change it and let us know what's that gift for. Okay? Thank you, sir. Sorry.
Okay. Is the mugging over? Do I get back to being in charge of the of the message again? Right. So, looking at the idea of Enoch's father said that Enoch is just 18 years old, and he thinks that coming here and actually seeing for himself what it's like at the grassroots level to be doing the work that we're doing. Nobody's ever thought of this before, to send their kid, I say kid, he's 18-year-old young man. So nobody's thought of doing that, and yet I think it would be an ideal thing. Possibly they would maybe come in pairs, but this young man, Enoch, he's only coming from Cebu, so it's not like he's stretched out thousands of miles. He won't be here for that long because he's actually returning home. In what date was it? Was it the 18th or
13th?
The 13th. Let's hope it's not Friday. Well, so we're not going to do anything special. We're going to be doing what we always do, and that's what we have always done. When people come, they come to see the real thing, and that's what they get. They get the real thing, such as it is. And I think that it's a life-changing experience. But that's me, and I say that because it changed my life to be doing what I'm doing right now. So that's just a little update, and also that chip in from Beth who came and added that little extras that I wasn't going to deal with. So if you're thinking of ever coming to see us and stay for a few days, remember that you're not coming to do anything special. You're coming to do what we normally do, and coincidentally, as it happens, that is special enough. So what have we got in store? Well, tomorrow we're expecting to meet with 2 new guests. So Dennis, we're expecting tomorrow that he will confirm when he is on the boat, and I am just hoping that perhaps the 2 of them might coincide and come over on the same boat. That probably would be too much to expect, wouldn't it? But anyway, we'll hope for that, so that we don't have to go down and meet 2 different ferries. Everything else being normal, we will be sharing what we're doing, and we do that on an everyday basis. We've been going through a lot of difficult stuff just lately, but I just wanted to touch base on these 2 visitors that are here, along with Pakiko, as he likes to be known. Kevin is from New Zealand and has a company called Pakiko, and his son is also a subscriber, and his son just made the joke. He said, because Pakiko is a flightless bird, and he said, well, Pakiko, as his dad is known, Pakiko is in the Philippines, and never has a flightless bird travelled so far. Anyway, let's get on, and we will be looking at other subjects that we want to touch base with in a little while. Thanks for looking in. This is A Foreigner in the Philippines. Bye for now.